Yo, this is scary. I'm done.
From one Hall of Fame quarterback to another, Drew Brees. Remember yesterday, we talked about whether or not he made a Freudian slip, or Chris, as you would say, Freudian slip, on whether or not, when Sean Payton was talking about Brees, whether or not this was Brees' final season. Yesterday, meeting with reporters, Sean Payton had to walk back his comment that this is Drew Brees' final season. Here's Sean Payton from Wednesday.
If Drew told you this is his last season, now look, I'm a big dummy. Yesterday, we got chatting on ESPN, and I think the way I worded it was, hey, he's coming back for his last year. I honestly don't know if it's his last year. I think the thing he's done, and we've all done, is taking it year by year. And, man, that thing blew up on me. A few of you guys texted me right away, and I thought, holy cow, I'm glad he's in San Diego. Let him deal with this. But I think his plan is to take it year by year. This year, he spent a lot of time really making sure he was ready to come back, not only physically but mentally. And obviously that was my fault, and it's not like a big secret that I let out of the bag.
Yeah, look, I love Sean Payton. I love Drew Brees. But this is Drew Brees last year with the Saints. If Drew Brees wants to play in 2021, Chris, he's going to be playing for somebody else. They're not going to pay Drew Brees $25 million and then sign Taysom Hill to a contract when he's an unrestricted free agent. They may have to franchise tag Taysom Hill next year. They're not going to have $45, $50 million tied up in their quarterback position next year. Taysom Hill gets the gig next year. Drew Brees loses the gig next year. And whether it was a Freudian slip or wishful thinking, Sean Payton knows in his heart that this is it for Drew Brees, because next year the page turns to Taysom Hill.
I would think so, Mike. That would be the general thought, I think, for anybody that's following the league. It certainly seems to be going that way. I mean, we know that Taysom Hill has great potential and that he's loved by Sean Payton. And Sean Payton is, one of the greatest offensive minds and quarterback guys we've seen in history of the NFL. So he certainly has spotted a talent there too. And yeah, Mike, I'm with you. Like, maybe it was a slip of the tongue. I wouldn't be shocked too, though, if it was just like an intentional thing, and now you just come back and go, oh, I'm a dummy, I messed up. I mean, Sean Payton's great that way, but I wouldn't be shocked if that was an intentional, hey, I'm just going to throw this out there right now to get people to start wrapping their head around this idea that this is Drew Brees' last year with the New Orleans Saints.
Kind of speaking it into existence, even if he did so inadvertently. And I agree with you. Look, it's Hill. Look, Payton found Taysom Hill. He's developed Taysom Hill, and I think he wants to construct an offense just like the Ravens did for Lamar Jackson.
Okay, so if you watch my last video yesterday, I was talking about how Sean Payton said yesterday was going to be his last year with the Saints. And basically, I was kind of thinking in my head, if you knew if that was his last year, why would you sign him to a 2-year deal? So basically, the next day later, he recanted on that story. So what I'm trying to think in my head is he pushing Drew out the door? Do he know something that we don't know? Because I feel like if anything, he would just throw it out there just to mess with the media, because he loves doing stuff like that. But I'm really confused now. So is it his last year or not? And basically how I feel about it, I don't want to push Drew out the door, but at the same time I want to have someone to look forward to also while having Taysom Hill, So if you think this is Drew last year, we need to go out and get somebody else to compete with Taysom Hill. We can't just give Taysom the job. You can't do that. Especially not in the NFL at a quarterback position that pays so much money. So that's just how I feel about it. So if you kind of think this is Drew last year, go get us a quarterback in this draft. I don't mind. Forget it. You know what I'm saying? So if you believe Jordan Hill is the guy, go get him. Go get him. If you believe it's Drew last year, go get him. I ain't going to have a problem with a quarterback being drafted. But all I want to know is, are we moving on from him? Or you just made the biggest haircut of the season or whatever that you You knew that it was gonna be his last season, and you just put that out there, and then trying to recover yourself on that story. But if you did know, why give him 2 years, $50 million? You could give him 1 year, 25. And like everybody know that we in cap hell with Drew, period, because he gonna have like a 50 million cap hit on us, like even when he not playing for our team. So I feel we do need a young quarterback. Maybe we can't pay a guy 15 million and expect him to play quarterback for us. That just won't happen. We need a young contract to be on and develop our team as we go. Everybody knows that. Like, look at Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. You paying them first round money, and you basically you getting A+ quarterback play for $2 million. You know what I'm saying? $2-3 million. So that's why everybody try to take advantage of these quarterbacks on their first year deals, because when they get to that second deal and that third deal, it gets harder and harder. Ask Russell Wilson, ask Packers, ask the Saints. You know, because it happens. Your guy gonna want that money, and you won't be able to pay for everybody else. You know. So all I gotta say about that video, man. Appreciate y'all watching the video. Follow your boy.